marches. I'ma get it started. Please give me a pardon, cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space.
Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a couple. Mayfield off the play fake. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. You talk about this Lions defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Mayfield. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. The Bucs are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And again, it's Mayfield. And this one caught downfield by Evans. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert 33.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. Gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this one is we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Alert, 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 alert. What's that?
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Goff. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. That'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes. See if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Hold on.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down.
Cansey with the sack, and I get it. His obvious comparison is Aaron Donald, given his smaller size of D-tackle and also being a pit-along. But he could and should easily carve out his own rep with a good rookie season.
Now the ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry, and now you got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
40-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Run.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Point it right.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Powers through. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Lions will take over.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now the former Bear, this is David Montgomery. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
He'll take it at the 42. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Quick throw caught by Godwin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Right back to Chris Godwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Mayfield now. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. That's caught by Durham. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That coach is always hard on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Bucs are able to widen their advantage. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Second and 10. Goff again. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Down the left sideline. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Williams, a man in motion right. Off play action. Here's Goff. Steps away. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, but now it's third and goal. Incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Patterson's kick is good. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning. Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area. So it's not grounding, even though there is no way that ball was going to be caught.
Mayfield to throw it. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it. Sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Goff. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Elijah Cansey. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Goff He's not coming off the field. They're going for this. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking on the midfield logo. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Mayfield on play action. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He has such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Slot man moves right. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep.
A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
Now Baker going to change it up.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big time.
There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. He's on his way. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And that one will give them the lead here as we approach halftime.
Makes the score Lions 10, Buccaneers 9. Riley Patterson to kick off for the Lions.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Play fake. Mayfield. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
7 catches for him now. And his last one, a first down. Mayfield with it once more. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this one is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
King!
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Looking downfield for Godwin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown! Take away! Chris Godwin as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Lions 10.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This taken in at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. First down, here's White. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the Lions' 11-yard line.
Now Mayfield. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And this is caught by Evans. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, so much for holding them to a field goal. The pressure they got home on the previous play didn't hear. And that bought their quarterback some time to find a receiver, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
Right. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Vaughn. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
3rd time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They think they get not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They go play action. Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Trey Palmer, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. Now Goff. Oh, that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
First down, Lions.
Goff now looks to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Second and 10.
Value three.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21.
And the Lions, first down.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. Williams being motion left. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw here's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. St. Brown motioning left. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Touchdown! Jamison Williams from 6 yards away. And the Lions are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Patterson now for the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
White, he'll try the left side. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Mayfield. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Goff. He's got this to Williams, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Back to throw, Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Jones now in motion left. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Hey, 5. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 14. 14.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Louis.
Now Goff. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Buccaneers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And quickly, they get to the line. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bucs are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for Detroit. 55 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Now you won. Super one. What's that?
Off play action. Here's Goff. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
To throw on 2nd down is Goff. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that would be a fall incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Goff throwing again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs will take over here at their own 14-yard line. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, at 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Hurry! Stop!
They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he'll get this to the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up third down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And the defense loses him. It's complete. There he goes again. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. That late touchdown stretching their lead a bit further here in the 4th quarter. And Charles, this undefeated team once again looking sharp in this ball game.
And how about what they've done on offense? Because prior to this game, we didn't expect this offense to play as well as what we've seen in this one. They decided to jump out there and jump up with the rest of the team and help preserve their undefeated status.
Khalif Raymond now. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Whirling.
Now Goff on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Obama.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Looks like they're going to keep going to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Again, Goff. And now here is another interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second and a couple. Opting to run again here with White. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Good. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll try the right side here with White. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now a give up the middle. This is Wright, and he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield now from the 50. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 40. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Buccaneers, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been apprised, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure.
Yeah, alright, I got him. T-Stead, look, look, yeah. Full court press or full blitz, we going all out. It don't matter any time of day, I came to ball out. We TCG, never duck a smoke or any call out. Better be ready to go to war until we fall out. 0 to 60 like Ludacris, we came to roll out. You know I gotta get my check, so please don't make me hold out. Bust down Cuban a summer day, I make it cold out. They was hot then, now they cold now. Left wrist dripping, I got it froze now. Went from rags to riches, take the clothes now. My name heavy all across the globe now. We ain't playing HBCU, I strike up the band. Stomping on them like a cute dog or alpha man. In Miami, hard rock jumping like a rock band. You know me, I love my green and cheese like a Packers fan. I'm a player, gotta keep it player, how the game go. With the steppers, I ain't gotta tell them, they just train to go. Calling plays and I'm calling shots like the head coach. First class, so we take the private, we don't do coach. They was hot then, now they cold now. They was hot then, now they cold now. They was was hot then, now they cold now.
Dirty, yeah, you know we global with it. Black fit, limo tint, you don't know who in it. Whole team having motion, world know who winning. I'm known for handling business, the other dudes known for dissing. Big motion, boy, big vibing, boy. Tell her pipe that loud talk down, cause they ain't making noise. Yeah, homie, we them boys, who they be preaching about. If you see LT around, Reballo's bound to make a crowd. Let it try.
Any, money, mo, I knock them down 3 in a row. From the street straight to the field, from the field right to the show. All my dogs are trained to go. Make sure my people don't work no more. Been let down so many times and stand on my back, I swear it don't